a map of your entire dungeon?
No, I did not. I really didn't think anyone was going to put in that much effort, which I'm grateful for.
It didn't take any extra time. I was like,
that's a good feeling as a DM when people map out your shit. It makes me feel like I did a good job.
I did rewatch last week's session. We spent 20 minutes on that 15 piece with one open spot puzzle. We spent 20 minutes on that. 20.
Wow.
Nice.
20 minutes.
Yeah. Didn't seem like it.
Most of that was like technical issues, though, trying to get it to work right, and then we.
Oh God, that was.
So.
It worked so well when I was testing it because, and it just never occurred to me like what happens if multiple people select a piece and move it, like.
Right.
That never.
This is why we do code review, Thomas.
I was gonna say
it's not. Yeah,
exactly why programming is hard.
I should learn how to code in Roll20 better. Like use its language.
Well, my game's done. The guy conceded. after he failed the one-turn kill me, he conceded.
Eric this is the first recorded case of someone being bored to death in a card game.
Eric, that's how Eric loves to play this game.
Yep, just go until they concede because they're sick of the damage every turn.
I played a game before that one. Right before that one, I played against a priest who's playing the guy who shuffles a copy of your opponent's deck into your deck.
Yeah.
So it's just the stall fatigue priest with that deck, and I played Lich King, got Death Grip, and Death Gripped that legendary into my deck.
Wow.
So I took his deck instead of him taking my deck, and a few turns later, when he realized he has no win condition, he conceded.
That's like the sweetest victory right there. You don't have to kill them; you let them kill themselves.
But the thing was, I had a Lich King in my hand. He mind visioned my hand, and as a thanks, I was like, okay, he got my Lich King, and then I cast Death Grip and got his win condition from his deck, and he's like, wow. The emotes are what really sold that game for me.
Right. He's like spamming. Nice play, well played.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck.
Anyway.
All right. So, does anyone not remember what we were doing last time? Anyone need a refresher?
I could always stand for a quick refresher because my memory is shit.
Okay.
Robot
went through a big ass dungeon. No.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the puzzle.
No, you
100% on what we were supposed to be doing with the puzzle. Like, why were we doing the puzzle?
So the gist of it was that there appear to be multiple colored stones scattered throughout the dungeon, and it looks like you're trying to acquire them for some reason.
Gotcha.
So far, you found a red stone and a blue stone, and you just found a white stone.
Okay.
The white stone, somebody grabbed it, and their hand got stuck. And then
I thought we broke the white stone.
Yeah, we did.
You did, but there was a glass sphere and a white stone inside of it. You grabbed the white stone, then broke the glass sphere.
Why didn't you mage hand it?
Well, because that was the puzzle, was whether how cautious people would be and whether they would try and mage hand it and like lift it out of there, which works.
Because I was tired of all the garbage, so I just fucking grabbed it.
Yeah, this was also like hour 5. We were just like, just grab it, just take it.
Just grab it. What could go wrong?
Brute force our way through, and then we did.
If you just grab it, you gotta fight a bunch of fucking phase spiders. Which
that could one shot
phase spiders. Yeah, that phase spiders that one shot things. They don't really one shot. They almost one shot.
But then we one shot them.
Right. They also have no health. So.
Last cannon.
This leads directly into the other thing I want to talk about before we fully got started and started moving around, which was I didn't realize that some people did not like puzzles as much as I like puzzles, and I'm super sorry for putting fuckloads of puzzles in this dungeon. My bad.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Fuck those guys. Fuck people who don't like puzzles. Fuck all of you.
I feel
you too, Eric.
I feel genuinely extremely bad that some people might not have had as good of a time as I wanted them to have in this dungeon, and I just want to reassure you that literally the only thing I care about running this is that every single one of you guys has a good time. What's
the point of Dungeons and Dragons if you can't solve a few puzzles?
Well, and that's what I'm leading into, is that going forward there will not be a total elimination of puzzles. There are still going to be some fucking puzzles in this campaign. Like, you guys
just
can't get around that. However,
we should start a bar.
There are in the future, there will probably not be this many puzzles. In addition, several of you came forward and expressed things that you'd either like to see in the future or like wish had been done better. And I want to let you know that I've taken those all to heart and worked really hard in the upcoming stuff to incorporate your concerns.
Okay.
So without
Cool.
sounding too much like a corporate PSA here.
It certainly does sound like our campaign's gonna be designed by committee, and I'm not happy about it.
Listen, Steve. Would it help if I said that no one cares about your fucking opinion? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you just care about the other people's opinion. Okay, fine.
Yeah, because everyone's better than. No, I'm kidding. No.
That was
You know
so
what?
quick. That was
You know
so
what?
quick.
Leave the rage quits. I'm rage quitting.
All right, but no, I
I'm
just
gonna
wanted to say
murder the
that-
party in their sleep, and then I'm gonna rage quit. Make them all re-roll.
I was just gonna say, I'm sorry if you thought last session was a shit show. I'll do better.
Okay, and if we didn't,
I
think it was a shit
didn't think
show,
it was a
then
shit show.
Fuck you.
The adventure begins by rocks falling and the party dying.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, I just
As long as we're all on the same page about
The Tomb of Horror.
Wouldn't-
The Tomb of Horrors approach.
Wouldn't
You
be the
die
first.
before you get in. Oh,
Wouldn't
okay.
be the first. Wouldn't be the first time a DM dropped rocks on me and killed me.
man.
Yeah,
That's,
well, that's understandable in your case.
there's a
So-
reason that's like a meme. It's because like it's like the cheapest, most cop out thing you could ever do.
Don't
Just
worry.
dump rocks on the party and make
Don't
them
worry,
re-roll.
Eric. I actually have a PSA as well for our group tomorrow.
Oh, it's cool. You know, I didn't know I was going through Tomb of Cliches, so you know, I took the eyes out of a statue and then they made the roof collapse. Woo! Who couldn't have called that?
Apparently you didn't, because you.
I
took the
did.
eyes
I
from
did.
the
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
The tomb of cliches.
I thought I would have a little more time than just, oh no, the thing's falling on your head. You don't get to act.
All right. Anyway, let's not wrap in Steve's terrible DMing to this.
Ooh.
And it is terrible.
I love you, Steve.
Watch his spots. They're not great.
You're a good friend, Steve, and I value your friendship.
Now that sounds like a fucking lie.
Yeah, that was the lie.
I'm glad we're all done shitting on each other.
Oh
Yeah.
god, now that we've got fucking that out of the way.
Now that we're all
Alright.
angry.
Done. I thought we just started, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we haven't even begun to shit on Alex and Dustin.
Right? I'm feeling left out, man.
Did you guys successfully get loot from the phase spiders? That is my
Uh,
final question.
We had a
I-
night time.
We got one
don't
gold
think
piece
so.
and 20 copper worth of materials.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
I
you
do
did
remember
trade.
that. Yeah, we
You
got
did
the
get-
we got
you
the
did get
spider
loot.
match.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest. That was your opportunity to say no. Give us the loot.
Aww.
Yeah, because a repeat
Alright.
of that loot would
If you
really
scroll
help
up-
us.
If you scroll up, the last entry is literally from Thomas typing the loot.
Oh yeah,
You
that's right.
scroll up a half second.
Our one gold of
Nope.
spider mats. I'm sure we're really
That's
need.
right.
I guess I'm sure we really need more of that.
Because I
Right.
typed 1 gold piece and 20 copper from the microphone because we were talking about microphones, and I was like, no, from the spiders, not the microphones. I remember that.
Good times.
All right, okay, so we're back in the dungeon. Y'all are free to
Okay.
explore, look around, figure shit out.
I'm gonna recover.
Remember what was
I'm gonna
happening.
try and recover some of the arrows. I should
Ah, here we
use
are.
the
I was like,
arrows.
It's like, why
I
is
don't
this
think you
That's
shot
all-
any arrows,
No, I
actually.
Yes, he did. He
Yeah.
moved into the corner and shot arrows at them.
Did he?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to scroll up. I only see
He
rape.
moved into
I
the
see,
corner.
I see rapier shots.
I
Maybe
thought
he never got a chance. He may have never gotten a chance to shoot.
Yeah, 'cause I
he
think
did
it was-
flee. He did flee to the corner, but I don't remember if he got the shooter.
No, I stabbed it, disengaged, and then went to the corner.
Yeah, there's the rapier stab because you moved away, and it was because it was a crit firebolt and then rapier stab that killed the last one. Okay. All right.
Hmm. Begin.
So, uh,
Begin.
Go.
So I
is your
think-
hand still stuck in the glass? The thing?
No, we broke him out.
No. It's broken.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
shards of glass lay about the floor, and
Guys,
Spelulon
we're
emerges with
guys,
a
we're
small
collecting-
white stone clutched securely in his hand.
Guys, we're
Claw,
collecting,
whatever it is.
Claws.
we're collecting
Yeah.
chaos emeralds. If we get all 7, we'll turn golden.
You'll turn into the worst video game.
Thomas, you shut your mouth right now. Sonic is great.
Okay, like Sonic 1 is great.
And 2, 3, and Knuckles.
All right, let's
Are they,
not
though?
go there.
Let's
just
not get into
go
a
there.
Sonic the Hedgehog quality debate.
I would like to
today's
identify
session.
that white crystal.
Okay, so the white crystal. Would you know what? Would you like to just run that identify on all of the stones?
Yes.
Yeah,
that would
let's
be
save
great.
some time.
Okay, since they're all colored, they all seem to be related. So I don't think it's a stretch to say that Lily would simply take a look at all of them together.
Pretty sure I already
Seems
did it on the red
reasonable.
one.
I believe you might have, but let me just run through. So these are keys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These are magical keys that are meant to dispel a specific spell. Each one of them is probably going to be either set somewhere or like touched to something, because it's got if you were looking at this spell as a flowchart, it would say if this comes in contact with this specific spell, dispel it, remove that spell. Which,
Gotcha. So
if you do
someone's-
that with all of the
All else null.
right,
yeah, basically.
and so they don't require attunement or anything. It looks like they're simply, like I said, keys. This appears to be a complete set of them. They have small indentations, which makes them fit nicely together. You suspect that these may have originally been designed to fit in a box or something for easy carrying, and then were scattered around this dungeon as a safety mechanism. Thinking back to the methods for acquiring them, it's likely that these puzzles were designed to prevent lower intelligence creatures from being able to access the latter parts of this area.
Jokes
Well,
on
it certainly
them.
worked well against us.
Yeah,
Okay, jokes-
it almost
on
killed
them.
us.
Jokes on them. Spellulon still managed to get one.
Oh.
Yes, thanks for making another joke at my expense after I made one at my own expense.
That dog pile mode.
It's
I didn't think you were
National
harsh
Shit
enough.
on the Robot Day.
You weren't harsh enough.
right.
It's your turn. Get fucked.
All right.
All right. Cool. I will tell the party none of this. No,
Ass.
I told them all of this.
So there's a conditional setup, basically. That's the takeaway.
That is the takeaway.
When
Yes.
they touch each other, and that's it. Okay. Well, that's fine. So, are we gonna need all of them then? It seems like to do anything.
Probably.
Like, unlock
mean-
each other.
Do they unlock each other?
You're right,
No,
like-
no. These
When you stick them in an enemy, they unlock their death.
these together probably unlock something else.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
Anyone get
So
that
it's
reference?
a multi-part key. I mean, I just assumed it was a joke about killing people. Is
No,
that-
no. It was a red versus blue reference. It's like
Oh, okay.
because Tucker gets a magic gets a Halo sword, and he's like, and then
Oh.
Bruce is like, "How can a sword be a key?" And he's like, "Well, maybe it's because you stick it in someone and then unlocks their death."
Gotcha. That's
God,
been a
that
hot
feels like
minute, man.
so long ago.
That's
yeah.
like season 2, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like I was in
That's
like
Zan-
high school.
That is in
Oh,
like
yeah.
Zanzibar all day, super bouncy.
Yeah.
All right. As a reminder of what is around you, in case you have forgotten, because let's be real, my dungeons aren't that memorable. Is to your left there
I
is
gave
a
them all
room-
the map. They have a map now. They know where
Yeah.
everything is.
To
There's
your
a room
left,
with
there's a room
gargoyle
with-
and 4 thing.
Yeah, there's a room with a gargoyle and 4 pillars. There's a bunch of stuff on the floor. The floor is like wet with like it appears to be water. And if
I want to identify the water.
Okay.
It is. Water.
It is not water.
I mean, it could also be not water, but it's
It is
fucking
gargoyle piss.
no, and then there's a big gargoyle statue in there, but there's 4 pillars with flasks, and each of the flasks contains just regular old oil. And it looks like all the flasks are identical.
Well, I don't have any gargoyle fighting weapons. I don't think I can break
We
through
can just.
stone.
Why don't we just smash up the gargoyles while they're in stone form?
Eric, by identifying the water on the floor, it definitely has some low-level magic going on, but other than that,
Really?
it's just water.
Very
low level, not harmful or anything.
I
Maybe
rolled.
it's like
I licked the water.
rejuvenative or something.
It has a faint tingle on your tongue. Just a tinge of the arcane, but nothing more than that.
I'm going to recommend against you continuing to test things by doing that. It's not generally speaking.
What?
The water-
Lily just said it was water.
The water,
faintly magical water.
yeah, the water appears to be under the effects of a very low level spell.
Also, you know,
Which
like
spell you're not sure, but
it's standing water in the middle of a cave that's been here for a while. You have no idea what bacteria or viruses could be in there.
oh wait, no, you learned
Wait, do
whether any
people even
spells are
have-
affecting the
I
item
don't-
and what the spell is. Hang on.
Yeah, I need to know exactly what spell it is. By
Well,
the way.
let
I
me
don't think the
double
people
check.
of this world have like germ theory or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, but they would probably
They-
think
they-
that like standing
It's
water is
a wizard.
Yeah.
A wizard did it, and
Oh,
if you're
Jesus.
dying, a god
A
wizard.
wizard did it.
They should
Yeah.
know it. They should
I
know
did
at
it.
least basic survival.
I
He's
did
a
it.
rogue.
Mhm.
Do I have survival check? I do have survival check, bitch.
See, he should know basic survival stuff.
Yeah, I didn't die, so I'm fine.
Waiting
what-
for Thomas.
Plus, what if that spell's a bomb?
I'm looking up the spell. Hang on. I'm sorry. This is my fault.
Didn't even take notes on your spell.
Right? What the fuck, man?
Well,
What's
because
he- what's he gonna do when you start like inventing like
I
high
need to
level
read you the
wondrous
description of the
items
spell,
that just
so I'm-
let you know everything? Like, what are you gonna do when you get that helm of like if you get the helm of talking or something where you can just at will comprehend all languages?
That is the thing. The lens of all seeing, where you just see everything. Everything magical, hidden, invisible, traps, all that.
You can also build a lantern that shows you anything that's also invisible in its light.
That's weird, but cool.
Gotta get those pose.
Niche useful. Nichely useful, though.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Magic text. You implant a message within an object in range. A message that is revealed when a trigger condition is met. Choose an object that you can see and that isn't being worn or carried by another creature. Then write the message, which was 25 words or less, so it can be delivered over as long as 10 minutes. And a specific circumstances triggers the spell to deliver the message.
I see.
Did licking the water trigger the message?
Trigger the message.
No, it did. It
Probably
appears
did
not
yeah.
to have triggered the message.
It seems like it would be a poor way to trigger a message in general. Like,
Guys,
if I
do you
was
think
gonna
I just
set up
ate
something.
some of the words?
That is entirely possible.
Uh,
It's when we finally decode it, it's gonna be like
He just
whatever you do.
It's gonna be like glowing out of my chest.
No, it's like when the message is gonna like start, it's like you have to go down the, and then Steve's gonna burp out the word. Oh.
Oh god, that would be beautiful.
All right. So there's the 4 pillars. Each pillar has like oil in it. I recall. Are they different kind of oils? Can I check see the oils and see if they're the same oil or different oil?
The oil appears to be all identical.
It feels like Spelulot should be working on this. Honestly, that seems like his bailiwick. You know.
no, we have an alchemist. Just
Oh, you're an oil specialist, isn't that?
I'm not an
He's
oil
not an
specialist.
alchemist. He's a gunsmith.
I'm
Whatever.
proficient in alchemist supply.
Ah.
That just sounds like you're proficient in supplying alchemists. It's like I'm really good at getting your fucking materials.
I'm
there.
proficient in using alchemist tools.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so are there any like inscriptions on the wall or something that'll give a hint of what's going on in this room?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I will try. If only there was someone in this party who's super perceptive who could.
Really good.
Yeah,
well,
like some kind of rogue kind of
which
person.
Roxanne just went and inspected a door over at that room. Roxanne, did you want to investigate that door further? Because, on first glance, it does appear to be a bit different
This door.
from, that door.
It's
that
a special
door. And also, you probably looked at this before. Door O and N are all similar.
I don't remember any of these doors.
They're similar in that they are different.
O is the one at the bottom of the room I'm in, Steve, with the gargoyle. And
And then N is the one directly across from you. All the doors leading into this room that's got a large chest inside of it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Treasure, you say?
And
I
these
double crit my investigation.
You did indeed.
Yeah, wow,
first,
okay.
the
There
first
you go.
thing,
That's not
The
good
first-
for the rest of the game.
so the first thing you notice about this lock is that one, it's mechanical. This lock looks like it is it normally triggers on the Spellion just in the room. It triggers on the fulfillment of a requirement. But there's nothing magical about this. It's just purely a lock.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Yeah, it's a you know this as a Taggart Heinzsmith lock, which is
What?
which
Is
is
that
very
a thing? Or you just make something up?
Knowing
What,
Thomas, that is definitely a
20.
real lock.
Mhm.
So a 20. So with yeah, this takes you about 5 minutes of looking. Taggart Heinzsmith locks are as you know
Multi-tumbler.
notorious for being difficult to. They're multi-tumbler, and they work on the electrostatic alchemical properties of multiple gems that need to be in contact with each other to create a small electric spark, bridging a gap and opening the lock.
I managed to perfectly hit my elbow on my desk, like just
I hate that.
perfect.
Would I be able to use my little trinket, a small rectangular device with two tiny metal cups on one end that throw sparks when wet?
Yeah, that would have been another way to open it had you not gotten a 20 on your lock picking.
Oh, okay.
If you so need
but-
it, they'd be there
But
for
you know, and with an extremely deft touch, yeah,
And a good lucky guess.
yeah, and if a few lucky guesses, this lock pops open under your hands,
Okay.
and the door swings open.
And I open it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to investigate the chest for traps.
So go ahead and roll an investigation.
18.
This chest does not appear to be trapped. It does appear to be locked, however.
Is it another mechanical lock?
It is another mechanical lock.
Don't worry,
we're
it'll
let-
open for you.
Yeah, let it ride.
Mhm.
What could go wrong?
Ooh, 17.
So this lock is much simpler, and after some fiddling, it also pops right open.
All right. I'm gonna I'm not gonna look directly into the chest in case it's something that wants to eat me. I didn't delta force mirror to look inside.
Yeah, by poking a mirror through the narrowly cracked chest lid, you see the glitter of multiple items, which I will now roll for. This appears to be some kind of treasure hoard.
I take the
I
treasure.
push him
To
over.
get
I
technical
push
with
him
it.
over and start grabbing the treasure.
How are you even in
Let
the
me-
room?
That's a
Did
great
you come-
question that I'm
where
not
did
going to
you guys
answer.
come
treasure and fucking filed in behind him.
Where did you guys come from? You didn't come this way.
All right, let me roll.
I just
for
heard
this
people
shit.
talking,
Hang
and
on.
I was like, let me head over this way. It's like, I don't want to be left
Tables.
behind. Where'd everybody go?
Yeah, he can't see in the dark, so he's like, "Please don't leave me here." Yes,
The
follow
timing-
the guy with the lamp.
The timing of my arrival is entirely coincidental, I promise you.
Never here for the danger, always here for the payday.
What are you talking about?
That's
I'm
the
like the
Spellulon
murderer
way.
blender. Yeah, all right, yeah, I talked to the robot for that one. That fucking accused me of that
Hey,
shit.
Spellulon, how did you get in this room from the north? Because that door's locked.
That's a great question.
Are you not going to answer?
Nope.
Well, oh, did I roll that last one out in the open? No, well, it doesn't matter.
It's a 37 for something. I don't.
Out of 80, so not great.
Out of 80. Wait, really? Oh yeah.
Well, because max is 80. So the first thing you see when you open it is a gem that with you're a jeweler, correct,
Yes.
Eroxian?
hmm
Would you roll that for me? If it's rollable.
Only a 10.
I didn't know being a Jew was a profession.
or that's what that's what it's called.
Right.
So it is a gem worth what is undoubtedly more than 50 gold.
All right.
Okay.
Less than 200, more than 50.
It's not shit.
You can't determine the exact value currently, but maybe in the future you can. There is also. I have to roll on another table, don't I?
What color's the gem?
It's blue.
You know, I wish that the character sheet tabs were for like core bio and whatnot were below your character sheet on the tabs that are up above.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I would much prefer just like a longer scroll.
Okay.
Or anything, because sometimes I'll forget where the hell is where can I find my damn spells, or forget that
You
there's
know what?
buttons over here too.
For brevity's sake, so there's a magical item in this chest. For brevity's sake, I am going to assume that that you're just going to cast Identify on it, and I'm going to allow you to identify
I'm not
the
in the
item.
room with them, so.
Okay, well then I will say that there is what appears to be a short sword in this chest
I grab it.
that glows faintly.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking it.
It's not my style anyway, so sure.
I'm good with short swords.
Okay, you feel.
Hey, that's what she said.
Yeah,
you feel
I dash and then I disengage and I'm out of there.
You
This is-
feel
this is how
you
human
feel an
works, right?
unusual sensation overtake you as you grip the short sword.
And I need no worthless sword.
Yeah.
comes
Deadly
with-
tube arms.
It comes with a fine leather scabbard, and a sash to wear it with.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the room to the north of you, Lily inspects the gargoyle. The gargoyle is stone. The stone appears a little bit thinner than you would expect from a statue of this size. And when you
Wonder
touch
why.
it almost feels hollow. You tap it with a little tink, 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 and from somewhere inside of it, you hear an echoed tink, tink, tink.
Lily, listen to me. Smash it. Just
You're not in the
Smash it.
room. You're with me.
You also
Still
definitely, you also didn't answer my perception check about the room. I wanted to look for like markings in the room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did.
I rolled an 11. No, you let Steven started
Oh,
making
that's right.
look at the door.
So with an 11, there don't appear to be any markings on the walls or ceiling, but on the floor, if you get down on your hands and knees and like look at the floor, you can see that this water appears a little bit bunched up in places and flattened out or dry in others, almost as if it's forming a pattern.
Are you gonna draw the pattern or?
Just to tell us about it.
It's a complex pattern. It looks almost like it's words.
yeah. Too bad we didn't have somebody who could cast comprehend languages.
Yeah, if only we had someone like that.
Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll never know.
It sucks that at level 5 you'll just be able to build yourself a helm that can do that.
I don't want that helm.
Shut up. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. We got someone who has comprehend all languages.
But he
Yeah.
can take
Just
another
never
spell
casts
though. Like you can get
Alright.
that for free. Whoop.
I'm gonna look for someone else. Who can actually translate this. Since
All right,
I
so
know,
if it's
I
not
know
you,
there's someone in the party who
probably
can.
I could,
Well-
but I don't have any. I only have cantrip left, so
I was going to postulate that the words appear to be written in common, but
Well, that makes things a lot easier, doesn't it?
yeah.
I'm gonna refresh this because my fucking page is like it's
Freaking out.
lagging.
Mhm.
Like just moving is taking forever.
I've had
Uh,
that problem.
It's
with
been
you.
it's been open
Well, that's
since like
happening.
1
Is there any
o'clock.
other
So
markings on the chest
that might do
or
it.
anything like that?
markings on the chest. Let me look that up. Make sure that I've got.
Alex, that door's not open.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I need to be on the other side of it then. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
door.
Good enough. Because it looks open to me, but obviously that could.
It's
a
open
display
for
error.
vision's sake, but the
So there is
gotcha,
writing in
that's why.
Draconic on the chest.
Oh, okay. Well, what does it say?
I don't say it. I step away and I tell him that there's Draconic on the chest.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking Thomas.
I
What
know,
does he
but
say?
you didn't know that. I'm the one who investigated it.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Well, all right. Good then.
I'm trying to roleplay here, damn it.
God, sorry. Jeez.
Well, then maybe you
Voice
should have
is
said it with
immersion.
your accent.
I am not doing that Australian accent the whole time. I just can't do it. I just can't. I'll
Well,
crack
then
up
you
the
should
whole
have made your
time.
guy Australian.
Accents kill characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. This is why my quote unquote accent is just speaking awkwardly because I can do that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You think
smart.
I'm gonna do a little girl voice every time I talk? Fuck that.
What? Really? I expected you to probably do that just because it would be ballsy. I feel like
I'll do it when it's important.
Yeah, during the important moments.
That's when you're gonna ruin our focus with that shit.
Jack.
So does anyone want to read the words?
Well, I'm there too, so sure.
Okay.
I said yes. but
anybody.
Then we stopped and we got distracted.
So this chest appears actually much older than the rest of the dungeon.
Okay.
And as you read the words, you notice that they say in Draconic, but in an older flowing script that you haven't seen in quite some time, only in academic texts.
Mm-hmm.
This is not common Draconic. It's referred to in collegiate circles or university circles as High Draconic, and used usually by dragons instead of Standard Draconic, which is used by all sorts of Draconic minions and dragon-related creatures.
Guttural
and also-
Draconic. you
Yeah,
might
also
say.
lizard folk uses a common dialect of Draconic. This is true or High Draconic. And it
Gotcha,
says
okay.
your fate is not yet decided.
All right. Well, then I will tell the party that it says that our fate is not yet decided, and it says so in the language of dragons, not just the language of lizard folk.
And so as you say the words in common, you notice that those words they glow a little bit with that that deep orange of dragon's fire slowly
Ooh.
disappear from the wood.
Well, I didn't intend to
So
activate
there's
it.
only smooth wood remaining.
Ooh.
Man, I broke it. They
Damn.
said the words, and now they're gone.
I'm glad that
So
we
now
got
the box
stuff.
is blank.
I'm glad we got the
Now
stuff
the box
out of
is
the box.
completely blank, and you notice
All
all
that
the
sucks because I was thinking of taking it to Antique Roadshow, but now nobody will want it.
all of the antique and ornate decoration on the box is also gone, revealing only smooth wood. With some surprise, you also note that the box is now sealed closed. It's now a just a simple block of wood. It's no longer a chest. It's just wood.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't know how to
It
read
is odd.
Draconic. That would have been so bad.
Why is that my fault somehow now?
No, if we read the inscription before opening it, it just would have turned to a block of wood.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. It took me a second to put
I
that.
guess so. That's...
So, what did the
One
words on the floor say, Thomas? Since they said they're in common.
Yeah.
So, unsurprisingly and infuriatingly, this looks like a riddle.
I love riddles.
Son of a bitch.
I'm so
I
glad
am
I'm not
large-
in the room.
Easy.
I'm
Make
so
it
glad
so.
I'm not in the room.
It says, "I am larger when I eat, but smaller when I drink."
Just roll
Larger
wisdom
when
or
I-
intelligence.
Larger when I eat, smaller when I...
Yes. If you don't want to solve the riddle, you can always simply roll wisdom.
That's interesting. Larger when I eat, smaller when I drink. I mean, my first thought is Alice in Wonderland, but I don't think that's the right
Cake!
right. So a sponge would be the other way around, kind of. This is tricky.
Yeah, the first inclination was a sponge, but it doesn't.
That
Doesn't
would
quite
be-
work.
That would sort of
Yeah.
be the other way around.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the opposite of a sponge. Salt?
Salt doesn't eat.
Yeah, it didn't really, unless it makes you fat.
A
sort of.
10
What
ain't
about
going
fire?
good with a
What
rock
about
sand.
fire?
I'm not even in the room. I just
Oh,
want to put
fire,
the idea in
fire.
people's
Yeah, oh,
ideas.
No,
It's,
fire. is
it's not
perfect.
literally drinking. It's just when you apply water, fire
Yes,
just
and
diminishes.
when you feed.
No, it could be fire, yeah. It's fire, yeah.
Is
Let's
it
say
fire?
fire.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fire.
gonna say fire out loud and see what happens.
You You're not in the room. You're with me. Both of you are with me. The only person
Oh.
there is Lily.
Fire!
God damn it.
We're
No,
I
taking-
see fire! Fire! I'm screaming it. Fire! Fire! Fire!
I keep forgetting.
Fire does appear to be
mysteriously
a fairly
appear.
good guess.
I like how that
Well,
doesn't
like,
seem
no-
correct or anything.
However,
That's a
simply
pretty good guess.
speaking, the word fire does not appear to solve this.
This is a job for Speleolon.
This is a job for
Yeah.
There,
So,
do keep in mind there are 4 flasks of oil on these pillars.
Yeah, one of you has Contraflame, right?
What?
He's
When he
also
gets
just got
Contraflame, right?
Firebolt, which is
Oh no, you probably don't have Fireball.
a much more impressive.
Oh, I didn't want to light
Oh
the
my
things
god.
yet.
Alright, so let's pretend that
anyone
instead
have
of
a
lighting the
torch?
flasks, he's just like firing off like a robot laser.
Someone has a lamp, right?
Yeah. Several of
No,
them.
no, I use a firebolt to set all the little pots of.
You're not
flame
even
oil
in the
on fire.
room.
I'm right here.
When did you get in the
That door,
room?
came around.
that door's not open. You didn't go around.
Listen, I told you I'm not answering how I did that.
I guess he firebolted all of them.
So
That's what he
as
said
the
he
fire-
did. No,
the
you don't
fire-
get to fucking leave the room. Get your ass back in here.
as
Fine. When the gargoyle emerges, you can deal with it.
You're the one who firebolted all the things.
Which
And now
Eric
I'm gone.
immediately said, that's not what I wanted to do.
You can't fucking move while he's describing what is happening. You are not. You are part of this story. Get
Oh,
back in
God.
the goddamn room.
all right, I can do
Thomas, put him in the room.
Oh, this was going on the list for sure. 100%.
So as the firebolts impact the
One of this has to be a miss, right?
impact the flasks,
They're not
The
moving
11.
though.
it's
10.
difficult. It's difficult to miss stationary flasks.
Oh, I'm sure it's been done though.
Yeah, like a nat 1. But so each of them shatters and bursts into
Get
flames.
your ass back
you know,
there.
showering the floor with flaming oil. The first thing the oil does is settle into the rivulets that formed the riddle, bursting into flame and
Ooh.
illuminating the words.
Fortunately, I was standing on the F, so.
And then yeah, and then expanding out in a pattern that runs all over the floor, shoots off behind you, and up into the walls. You hear the crackling and hissing, and then the clank of machinery as door P closes. And just door P. Okay, door P closes, and the fire starts to crawl up the gargoyle statue, slowly cracking it, and revealing. Hey, hang on, I did this in the wrong order, so I gotta GM layer. Boop, boop.
A beautiful princess who is trapped in this statue. We have
Yeah,
rescued
no, it's
her.
gonna be a
Isn't that
gargoyle.
crazy?
And you should have smashed the statue when you had
Revealing
the
a
chance.
releasing a massive beast that was contained inside the statue.
Son of a bitch.
Also,
You're right.
someone
there.
said last week,
I'm just.
and I thought this was extremely funny, and I couldn't reveal it. Someone said last week that I'll bet it's in their Ghostbusters style. And I now want to show you what I had written on my GM layer in the floor beneath the statue.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I
Does
knew
it
it
specify
so
Ghostbusters
hard.
style?
Well, they're gonna die before we even get there because we don't even know what's going on.
Right? I'm just preparing to make new friends.
You didn't react to me screaming fire?
Could we hear you?
We
You
can't
didn't
hear
follow
you.
me back after I left the room? I mean, how do you think I got here? I walked.
So,
Remember, all these doors have glass windows that sound can travel through. So
They don't look like a
So
glass
you guys-
door. They look like steel. They look
they
like
are
metal
steel
bar
doors. They are steel doors with windows, as Thomas described them. That's why you can see through them.
Gotcha. Okay. I forgot that detail.
It's coming right at me. Great.
no, I'm sorry. I was moving the. Hang on. Here we go.
Well,
This
that
is what
means
I
that gives you the right to shoot as per the
This
rules
is-
of South
that's
Park.
what I
It's
meant
coming
to.
right
I
at me.
There we go. I meant to actually
happy 20th
reveal
birthday,
the
South Park.
Excuse me.
August 13th,
token.
1997.
God, that
What?
feels like a long time ago.
Because it was.
Jesus Christ.
Where's my ruler?
No. Mm-hmm.
It's up your ass.
No, it's next to the computer desk, next to the Aveeno lotion. Come on.
Okay, she found it. Good. Thank God. But yeah, so I didn't mean to move the gargoyle statue around. I just want to reveal its actual token to you. So go ahead and
It's beautiful.
Spelulon and
Beat that
Lily, go
initiative.
ahead and make initiative rolls.
Wow, I barely beat it. A win's a win, though.
Yep.
What should the two of us do who aren't in the room?
Jerk
So
So
off.
get it over there.
you can hear the sounds of combat.
All right, through the
So
door
you
to the
are
north,
alerted to the fact that something is attacking them in this.
to the room to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Looks like we're gonna have to go save people again.
I don't even know what's happening with the crit.
It sounds like
crit
fighting.
fail initiative.
I'm gonna set an
Don't
illusion
crit
and
initiative.
I know.
I'm gonna set an illusion and run away towards the rest of the party.
I wish Roll20 would remove the colors on initiative and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's no critting initiative. You don't like trip over yourself and lose a turn.
No,
Yeah,
but
right.
it's just like
Shit.
that. No, but I was just kind of like with my hand, my hand on my dick, not paying attention, like. So like,
And yet you still are faster than the gargoyle.
Yeah, somehow.
yeah.
I mean, it is a gargoyle. It's not known for its speed and agility. Made out of rocks.
Not unless it's from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Lily, how about I make a duplicate of you, distract it, while we run away?
Why?
Well, if you want to stand there and fight it, all right. But I wasn't gonna stick around for it to beat on me.
I'm gonna run over to you.
Guess I should roll. Oh, hey, look.
Wow. Wow. Incredible.
We have 3 4s.
Fucking incredible.
We are definitely caught off guard today.
Man,
Yeah.
fucking everything rolled bad.
This is
Like,
a great one for us to get these shit initiative rolls out.
Yeah, good.
All right.
You get them out of your system now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make a flailing tentacle monster illusion. Oh wait, yeah, it can't move, but it can make sounds. So I make a duplicate of me, taunt it, and then I'll put that, like, I don't know, here or something, near it. Matter. And
Ping
then
it
I'm
again?
going to.
Ping the location you want the blue to appear at.
Oh, you know what? No, I'll make it. No. I'll make it right here. Right there. And then. Yeah. All right. Then I run away. And that's it for me.
Alrighty.
When you say run away, you mean get closer to it?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Whatever it is.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
I'm
All right.
Maybe my screen's messed up, but like I see you moved closer to it.
Ah, you
That
fell
is
for my
because-
cunning illusion.
That's his
Oh, it's
illusion.
the illusion. Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah, I
Very
just
clever.
copied his character token and moved it over there to keep track of it.
Well, no wonder we're confused.
Yeah. All right, Zero Line, it's your turn.
Oh my god, it's initiative turn 4 already. All right.
Well,
so
'cause
here's
the
thing.
highest was a 7. Like,
I know. Yeah.
work with it.
Yeah,
That's-
this
I'm
wasn't.
commenting on
This
that.
wasn't.
I thought
good
it
for
goes in
us.
charisma order.
Yeah, this is not your finest hour.
No.
Yes. So the question is, which of these doors is open that I can go through to go to them? Because
The one to your right, and and then
open. Okay.
N and P are both N, O, and P are all closed.
Okay. All right. So I have to go over this way. So, hang on. God damn it. It's like. Okay, let me go back to where I was, and we got my measuring stick here. 15, 35. So, yeah. Then I gotta switch back to the grab so that I can move it. That's 35. Now I can double time it, which I'm gonna do. So that puts me to 80 feet. From here, 35, 60. This is annoying. Click back here. 70, 80. So that puts me right on that. Okay. All right, I'm running back, guys. I'll be there in a minute. Hey, I found Spelulon though. All right, buddy. What's up?
We are presently engaged in combat with some sort of creature.
I could see
and,
that.
There it is. Well, then why are you asking me what's up?
He thought we were having a good time with the gargoyle. He's like,
All right, Aroxian, it is your turn.
I'm
was just
going
being
to
friendly.
move
I'm
10
trying.
feet, and with an action, I'm gonna try and pick the lock on this door.
All right, again, it does look mechanical. Looks like the same kind of lock that was over here, right?
19.
I can never tell when bipeds are supposed to be being friendly or when they're supposed to be being serious.
Wouldn't picking a lock take a minute?
Hey, if you're fast enough.
With a, it usually does take about a minute. However, I'll let it happen and then an action this turn because he is wasting his action for it. Not
Yeah.
wasting, but using his action for it.
Using my whole action for it.
Yeah, he's using his whole action for it, so I'll let it slide.
Using his
Yeah.
whole-
Having
Alright.
actually fiddled around with
So
it,
this
I
appears to be that same
can do
lock,
it fast.
and
Sorry.
because you were in a rush and you're approaching it a little recklessly, trying to cut corners to get it open, the lock refuses to yield to you, and you notice that your pick damaged it slightly. Future failed attempts might damage this lock permanently, preventing it from ever opening.
Oh boy.
Alright, so I got another 20 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll go that way, and then I'm gonna dash for another 30. That's my bonus action.
Mhm.
Lily.
Alright,
So, my name is Lily.
and that's my turn.
I
Right, and
You
it is
take a
now
look picture.
Lily's turn.
Mhm.
Does he look nice? Does he look like a nice gargoyle?
He looks like a gargoyle.
But like, does he
Let me
look
give
nice?
you a better description.
Hey, you know what?
Uh,
I never. Maybe if we had bothered to roll, like, I don't know, a check on it, a arcana or nature or something, that would have been useful. I don't know why I didn't
Yeah,
think.
maybe.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
Yeah, if only someone had ran some checks before they decided to walk into a room and fucking start firebolting oil lamp. Mister, let's have caution, but I'm gonna actually be the asshole who triggers the trap.
I never
And
said
then- and
let's
then-
have caution.
I'm just don't try and pretend like you aren't the asshole who let the gargoyle free. Don't try and pretend like it wasn't
I said
you.
I said it free. Actually, what I said is you should smash the statue. I was thinking, I don't know, smash the statue up and just kill the gargoyle inside, like in the gargoyle cartoon from forever ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't fucking do that, okay?
Because I have 9 strength.
You just came into the room, no one asked you to, and started firebolting the fucking braziers, and then you're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe we should have done something differently.
No,
yeah,
I'm not saying
maybe
that.
we should have done something
That's not what
differently.
That's not what I said. I said when it was my turn, I should have rolled nature animal to intuit some information about gargoyles, which I know very little.
Christ.
This is clearly some kind of construct. Its skin appears stony, if not made of stone.
Mm.
And it has. Let's see here. Yeah, it appears to be stony, but also fluid and flexible. It has a twisted, cruel visage, and its skin is encrusted in faint runes that are still glowing with flame from the flasks. Yeah, It appears to be very clearly animated by magic.
Generally speaking, yeah, that's sort of par for the course for gargoyles. Pretty cool.
Okay. Well, doesn't look friendly then. And kind of scary looking.
A little bit.
So I shot it.
All right, so you take a wild shot at the gargoyle, but it misses it and flies past and impacts the rock behind it with a crack of thunder. The gargoyle snarls at you in a guttural growl that sounds like stone grating against stone.
Does it give me like those chills, like those kind of like sounds that like you really just don't like? It's like
yes,
styrofoam
it is
rubbing
exactly
together.
that sort of sound.
Oh man,
It's like styrofoam rubbing on styrofoam. That doesn't sound very intimidating, man.
it's like
those sounds that make you go like, yeah, when you hear
yeah,
it.
like the worst for me is like cardboard, like.
Oh, I know what he's going for. I'm just saying that the way that when you mentioned styrofoam, my first thought was that doesn't sound intimidating at all.
Anyway,
It
moving on
sounds
to
like
the other. Finally, moving on to the gargoyle.
Yeah. He only lives because we suck even more than usual.
He only lives because some asshole lit all the fires.
It was
The
me.
gargoyle.
And I regret
Wasn't
nothing.
even in the room during the discussion of the flasks. Comes in firing.
He's just like bam, bam, bam.
He went full Leroy Jenkins.
The
Man.
gargoyle makes its first lunge towards the shimmering visage of a robot
God,
It's also Tom.
in the right corner of the room, but its claws pass through empty air. Enraged, it turns and snarls at the next closest thing. By the way, I'm going to delete the illusion because it knows it's an illusion now. And it looks at the next closest target of its wrath, which happens to be the small gnome standing in the southeast corner of the room.
He drew aggro. DPS should not draw aggro.
And it snaps at you with its jaws, doing exactly fuck all. And narrowly misses as you deftly evade its bite.
Nom nom nom.
By the way, from now on, I'm going to try and leave actions visible to everybody instead of keeping them reserved, just because people seem to like that better.
It does. Everybody likes to have an idea of what they're up against.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it would definitely makes our dicks feel bigger when we see it's real dangerous and we kill it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I would just also posit that it's nice to be able to be like, oh yeah, this guy's got a bite attack, versus like fucking, oh yeah, what does this guy do that's dangerous? Hell if I know. So yeah, he just did something last turn, but I wasn't looking for that. Then I don't know anymore.
Right, now it makes it a little
Trying to
easier to
bite me.
follow. All right, Spellion, it's your turn.
Already?
Mm-hmm. There's only 4 players, man. Combat goes fast in this game, which is a beautiful thing.
And he's running it pretty quickly, actually.
I do try to run combat fairly fast.
All right,
I hate slow combat.
Despite how much
First
we're
I'm gonna
dragging our
move up.
feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to move up closer to him, and then I'm going to roll. Should I roll Nature or Arcana for this thing?
Now, this would be Arcana.
Perfect. I'm better at that.
It is not natural.
Can I get any... I'm interested if it's resistant to flame. So that's my only offensive weapon right now, outside of my deadly 2 bars.
So with a 15, this is almost certainly not immune or resistant to fire. It's probably resistant to non-magical damage, since it is
Interesting.
animated stone. But because it's an elemental damage seems to probably would unravel it or impact it in a fairly significant way. Doing it at least as much as a firebolt would to a living creature.
Interesting. Okay, well that changes my course of actions.
Mhm.
I was thinking this entire time that since fire released it, maybe it was fireproof. So I was thinking I could just keep throwing up illusionary walls and shit in front of it. But I'll fire a firebolt at it instead, unless Lily would prefer that I put a obstruction between it and her, and then she could retreat.
Can you cast a firebolt after using an action to Arcana check it?
Yes.
A bonus action?
Yeah, checks like that are bonus actions.
Okay.
Why on earth wouldn't I be able to think about it and then act on my turn? Why would I have to take one
Because
type
it's
of
like
action
six.
before the other?
Just because like a turn is like 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm taking a second to think about it.
Yeah, checks like that are usually at least so high. Yeah. So close.
I
and
used all
yet
my
so
good
far.
ones up on the balls of oil.
Right.
All right. So
No, you got a 1 on there too, but you
1,
did crit it.
3, 9, 3, 5, 1. Yeah, you got more ones than you did in anything else.
God,
I didn't even look at
it
the
really
other
shows
ones.
the
Yeah.
various effects that that like one spell can have. You can either do 1 damage or 16 damage.
Well, it's
So,
done now.
Yeah, you do fairly expertly aim this firebolt, but it doesn't have as much oomph behind it as you would have liked, and sort of splashes against the gargoyle, not accomplishing much.
Well, all right. I haunt it, I guess. I'm done.
Okay.
You fucked up, son. All right.
All right.
I
My
tried.
turn.
Irlan's turn.
Time to save the day. Hopefully, let me get my ruler back out again. See how far away this fucker is. Okay, 45 feet. All right, and I assume I can't hit him from like 40 feet away. Like it's too far. I can't reach that far.
Do you have a weapon with reach?
Not
You have
yet.
a
Not
throwing
until I get
spear.
the feet. I
So-
I could throw it, but then I don't have anything else to stab him with.
So
Right.
why don't you keep like a javelin to throw?
I have darts, but they suck.
Why don't you keep it? Why don't you buy a javelin to throw?
I was planning on getting a short bow actually, just to have an alternative option.
Well, let's
Okay.
Things that I can't get close to yet, but
let's get to the what we're doing.
Alright.
We can worry about
So-
shopping later if we live.
right. I just want to buy stuff, man. It's so important. All right. Let me see here. I could spend a key point, and then I can get the extra movement speed for free, basically.
Well,
Just a
it's
bonus
just
action.
Lilu, so I mean, it doesn't matter if she gets beat up, dies.
Yeah, she'll be fine probably either way. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it because he's been distracted this far. But all right, so this way I'll be able to move more than far enough to get over there. So let me. Oh, God damn it, that's the wrong thing, and now I'm dragging the screen around. This interface could use some work. Let me look around here.
You're
and
telling
see.
me, man. I'm the one who has to use it for shit.
Let me go around to this side. Thusly, I guess I can't move any closer. Okay, cool. All right, and then I'm gonna hit him with a couple of spear jabs since I can do 2 if I'm not making a flurry. So spear jab, spear jab. All right, well that was some shit.
So
Good job, self.
you take a couple lunging spear jabs after your traversal across the dungeon floor, but both narrowly miss it as it dodges out of the way with surprising agility.
Hey,
and-
a 6 isn't a
and
narrow
turns
miss,
to
I
you
would
snarling.
say. But I
At the-
appreciate.
At the rate this fight's going, it's gonna be like one of my Hearthstone matches. We're all just gonna like attrition each other down.
Right?
Probably.
Nah, nah.
All right.
The Battle of the Wiffle Bats.
For real.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alright, well, I gotta book it back. 20. There's another 10, and then as I'm gonna use my dash, my bonus action dash. It's another 10. Get another 20. So I see it, and I'm going to take a longbow shot at it.
And it makes that noise.
Uh,
Apparently.
13. I don't think I get advantage.
With a longbow, No, you don't. It took me a second to
Does 13
think
hit?
that through.
It actually might be higher than what everyone else has been rolling.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, hang on. Do you get advantage? That's the big question here.
we must be as a party tired or something, because man, we are just not putting in the work today. Like, I gotcha. I gotcha. Fall over, goddammit.
I don't have advantage because it's already taken a turn in combat. With my assassinate trait. If I hit, I get sneak attack, but I don't think I get advantage.
I mean, I'm in melee with it though.
Yeah.
If that helps. I know that was helpful at least at one point before, but I don't know how that works for you. Do I have to be on a certain side of it, or like anything like that?
It depends which way the monster's facing, I guess.
Okay, gotcha. So, well, if there's something I can do to help grant you advantage, then let me know.
Stay. You gotta stay within melee range of it, and I can take pot shots at it.
All right. Well, I can do that then.
Hang on, I'm looking something up. Liking 5e. Okay, no, you don't get advantage. It's not technically flanked.
Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure before I like.
Is it not?
No, he'd have to be on the opposite side.
Does
Also,
It's flanked.
quick question: how did it attack?
How did it? What?
How did the gargoyle attack me?
Like probably with claws.
Oh, because it moved over here. That's why. And then I forgot to actually physically move it on my screen.
Okay, I just want to make sure because if it moved toward the thing again, I wanted to get into my attack of opportunity again.
No. It
Okay.
moved towards you, and then I forgot to actually move it. All right. So yeah. So that the arrow, hits the gargoyle at an oblique angle, and it skitters off in a little shower of sparks.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
All right.
Said guys, war of attrition. All right,
Lily, it's
We
your
just
turn.
keep failing at each other until one of us stops.
what's he getting? He's getting like a +4 to his attack rolls. Then I have an AC of 15.
Hey Thomas,
Mad Eye
how
Gaming.
long have we been in this dungeon?
About 4 or 5 hours.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, about half a day's adventure.
All right, Thomas, do your worst.
All right, you just move away. Are you going to attack?
Yeah, but I have to take my attack of opportunity first.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's right. You did move away.
Moved it, did not disengage.
Yes. So as you move away, it's going to take a swipe at you and fail spectacularly.
Nice.
It's a race to the bottom in this fight.
Yup.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, God, it's gonna lunge at you, and
Even
do
if it did
remarkably
hit.
little. In
Even
fact,
if it did
causing
hit, that's
itself
not
to
much.
causing itself to stumble towards you, exposing its flank. Lily, the next time you make an attack against it, give yourself advantage, please. All right, and then so this will be 17 for 13. So it hits, and the bullet flies into the gargoyle, creating a little shatters of rock, and then you hear the dull boom of thunder somewhere inside the gargoyle as it shudders in and recoils.
Oh
from
no,
the-
I like to
the
think of it
assault.
as like you hear like a distant thunder, like thunder rumbling in this. I like that. Cool. The thing is cooler. We're doing it like that.
Okay.
It's like there's a rainstorm outside.
All right. It is now the gargoyle's turn. The gargoyle is going to turn and face its closest foe, the lizard thing.
Oh no, lizard dude.
Oh no.
It's going to take a swipe and a bite at you.
Come at me, who? Oh god, of course now it actually rolls for shit.
Hey, it missed the bite.
So the
Oh,
bite
fuck.
narrowly
Why
misses.
show up?
However, that its claws do catch you across the chest, dealing 8 slashing damage as you're pushed backwards.
No, my manly lizard chest. That's alright, it'll be a sweet scar later. 8 slashing damage though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
It rolled
Cool,
max
yeah.
damage.
It did.
Doesn't
Alright.
like it.
I now have 11 hit points.
That's plenty.
Yeah, I'd be alright.
Spellulon, you up?
All right. First, I'm going to move so I can see fight better there, and then I will try again. Try this better. Yeah.
So you summon up a far mightier firebolt this time. However, it sadly whizzes over the gargoyle's head and impacts the stone above it, sending a rain of small dust particles down onto Zerolon and the gargoyle as they fight.
Well, I tried my best.
It
Dust,
was a
my
big
only weakness.
firebolt, but it was like. Oh, that's ceiling.
Zerolon, it's your
Shouldn't
turn.
have waved.
All right.
Shouldn't have flailed my arms so much, I guess.
All right, we're gonna try this again. Where's my details on my bite attack? Oh yeah, I built it into the bite itself. Let me see. So let me go with a. I think I could do a spear jab and a bite. Let me check.
I believe so. I don't recall though.
Because well, it says when I make a melee attack, I can make an additional spear attack or additional melee attack with the monk weapon as a bonus action. So I think that still applies to the bite. Like I don't have to.
I believe so, since it counts as like a fist kind of deal.
All right, cool. So let's go for that.
I'm
So-
willing to let it fly regardless.
Cool. So 1 and then 2. So I hope 13 works because that's what I rolled for both.
So
Probably not.
the spear and the spear and your bite were both well placed. However, they both jitter and grate against the rock of the gargoyle's flesh and slant off in a shower of sparks, doing 0 damage.
Nice. All right. Well, that was fun.
Man, you guys are fond of 13s. What's going on over there?
You all right?
I don't know, but
Aroxian,
it's not landing.
Aroxian, it's your turn.
Whoopee.
Okay. That's weird. It didn't change right away. Speaking of which, I forgot to take the first 2 hit points off of my previous temporary ones that I had, so I fixed that. That was my bad. I forgot that I still had 2 temporary hit points floating from the last time I tried to use that ability.
Oh, right.
So we haven't taken a short rest.
I'm gonna go to FedEx to see if they can land my.
Which is funny because that means that I couldn't have used the ability again since it's a once per short rest kind of deal. So it's okay that it missed because I shouldn't have gotten the hit points because I already had them. So
Yeah.
confusion. That's I
Alright.
haven't used this ability very much before, so you know.
Alright, I am going to come up this way. That's 10. I'm gonna get that was 10, 20, 30, and since it's on the raised platform and it was just fighting Zerolon, would this be advantage?
Yes,
If I shot him?
it would be advantage.
20. Is it,
Hits.
does 20 hit because I don't know anymore?
Yes, it does. It does hit.
Alright, it takes 9 sneak attack damage. Or 9
Alright.
piercing damage.
Okay.
And
from
then
a long
I
row.
am this. Then looks pretty big. I am going to dash back over. And
So
that's my
the
turn.
the arrow flies out and manages to wedge itself about 1.5 inches into the gargoyle's haunches, causing little stone chips to fall. It doesn't look like it does as much as it would ordinarily do, but it does serve as a significant annoyance for the gargoyle, who snarls in that same stony, graty voice.
All right, he can be hit, people.
It can be done. We just
Not with a 13, as you have discovered.
No.
evidently.
All
It's all right.
Lily?
I shoot a rocks.
You say you shoot a Roxy?
Yes. That's what I said. But I shoot the gargoyle.
Okay.
And I missed the gargoyle.
Yeah, your shot goes wild, bouncing
Almost
off the
hitting a
walls
rock
of the cavern.
As it were.
All right. Gargoyle goes again, and once again, it's going to focus its efforts on the closest target that its dim little mind can see.
Oh, lovely. Well, that's what I'm here for.
Whew.
Hits you for 6.
Its claws miss you, but it does catch you in its jaws, crushing its teeth into you for 6 piercing damage.
Oh, this hurts.
If only you just left the room through the small doors, it almost certainly can't make it through.
I thought I was trying to be helpful and provide.
You have
You could
provided.
You could be taking the dodge action, so it's attacking with disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna start doing that, but yeah, I think I'll just leave to the doorway, lure it over there, and be in melee with it from that side.
When you leave, won't that provoke an attack of opportunity?
You
Not
know,
I
like
can do a thing to just peace out.
Or you can just take the disengage action.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting that exists.
yeah, right. It's just like withdraw.
It's new.
5.
yeah, all this new math.
So-
All right, Spellion,
I will
it's your
do
turn.
that. I will do that.
All right, I will try better. Do the exact same thing that I did last. Pew!
Look at that. So this firebolt actually does something noticeable, and yeah, it flies and impacts the gargoyle, taking a large chunk out of its right side.
Well, I have nothing else to do, so that's that.
And causing it to howl in pain, a new sound that you haven't heard before,
Enjoy it.
as it is now Zerolon's turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that I go after this thing. Okay.
Mhm.
So you guys are taking cover back behind this door. All right. So let me.
Yeah, there's a little rocky outcropping over there
Gotcha.
that they're clustered behind.
I don't have any key points left, so I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just gonna take a withdraw, and I'm gonna pull back over there. So like, make sure I have the right grabber on. So like here-ish.
You can also use your arrow keys, by the way.
Yeah, I can't do that and turn at the same time. Or I still can, but anyway, is this behind the cropping knife, or I don't need to get back behind where they are?
You'll need to be behind it to gain the half cover option.
Okay. Well, you guys are all fucking healthy, and I'm not. So you know what? I'm gonna take cover behind y'all.
I am not healthy.
I have full health.
Okay, whoever has full health gets to stand in front.
I am less
You play
willing
it.
to stand in front
All right,
because my
and you took the disengage
Wow.
action, correct?
Yes, I did. I'm not
Okay.
doing anything else there, so I'm just disengaging.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, my
Roxy,
turn
it's
was
your turn.
boring. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I had
Alright.
to yawn.
I'm gonna take another shot at it.
All right.
I gotta grind this bitch out.
18
Hits.
for 9 piercing, and then I am going to move back 30 feet and take the hide action.
So
It's a bonus. 8, probably not that great, but
it it turns and roars as an arrow gets lodged securely in its neck this time.
Ooh, ouch.
And it starts to stalk towards the party, unsure of where its attacker shot that arrow from.
Who did that?
Who dare? Lily's.
All right, Lily's your turn.
Lily steps forward. He's like, I'm not afraid of you, you big meanie.
Big bean.
Take a better shot. She wants to take a better shot. She gets closer. Bam. Whoa, what? Word?
So the bullet flies what looks initially like true, but at the last second glances off one of the horns of the gargoyle.
What? 15 doesn't hit? That's bullshit.
Motherfucker got some AC.
Defender wins, man.
No, defender doesn't win. Defender has never won.
Defender doesn't win in ties. Attacker wins in ties.
Attacker wins in ties.
Attacker has always won in ties.
I think
in
we
this
talked
edition.
about this last time, and then I wrote down defender wins in ties because I just looked it up like just now at my notes, and it was like defender wins ties.
Well, no, you said my DM lied to me when we first told you that attacker wins ties.
And then I think I wrote down, okay, no, it's defender wins ties, and just like got those swapped around again. Okay, no, you shoot the gargoyle in the face for damage.
For 15 damage. Magical damage up its face. I don't know
math.
that, though.
And the gargoyle looks significantly injured now as part of its face caves away.
That's disgusting.
3, and then it lunges forward. It's
Come at me, bro. I can take it.
Destroy its attackers. It's in claws.
It's got nothing.
It's
This gargoyle's got
nothing.
nothing.
And gets
They got nothing on me.
Gets stuck maneuvering around the pillars, swiping and snapping ineffectually at you as it can't quite reach you.
King Kong ain't got nothing.
Bellulon, it's your turn.
All right. Well, now that it's much closer, surely I can't miss. And I do.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And I said that aloud too.
perfect.
No.
That
Surely
was
I can't miss this
absolutely
time.
phenomenal.
You believed, and your belief was not validated.
Does not compute.
Beep boop.
By the way, Tom, if you don't believe us on the attack rolls tying, page 194 is literally the first.
I know.
In the attack
I just looked it up, and I was like, oh my god, so it does.
Yeah, if it's a defender wins if it's a save. Because you're saving. If you're attacking, the attacker wins ties.
Essentially, anyone who's making the active roll against a specific value wins the tie.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's an easy way to think of it. Yeah.
All right. And then,
Is that all you got, Spellulon?
yep,
That is all
Spellulon's
that I have.
Spellulon's attacks, fly wildly into the floor this time, cracking some ancient floor tiles. Zeralon, it is your turn.
Oh, that's right. That's me. I'm the lizard man. All right.
Throw some darts at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some of these goddamn useless darts at it.
Go
I don't
ahead,
know. Maybe
use
they're
them up.
good. I'd never fucking thrown them. I could make 2 throws though, since they're still considered monk weapons.
Darts are garbage.
Holy shit! Well, at least
Well, there you go.
At least a hit.
this is the answer
And
to all
then,
my problems.
For
I'm
probably
fucking
like
ranged
1
here,
damage
you know?
though.
Yeah, you roll a d4.
Yeah.
Well-
they're not good.
As the as the rest of the party fires the gargoyle, trying to bring it down before it can close the distance, the monk steps out from behind his little alcove, brandishes a pair of darts and throws them true, embedding them into the gargoyle's chest, causing a series of spidery cracks that flood over the whole surface of the gargoyle, extinguishing the flames and causing it to crumble to dust.
Nice.
Should have said that he threw one dart into each of its eyes.
Yeah, right.
I thought about that, but I've had things get killed by having things thrown into the eyes before, so I was like, I wanted to shake it up a little bit.
Right?
Oh.
Get a little variety. There's nothing wrong with that.
Don't you remember the phrase, go for the eyes? Always go for the eyes.
This is now a dead
Well,
gargoyle.
the other phrase is always geek the mage first, and I feel like you wouldn't appreciate that one. So
Well,
All right, with that
I don't
combat
agree with that
solved,
phrase.
I will
It's
be
not
right
what was-
back. Give me 1 second. I shall return.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we'll take our first break there, an hour and 18 minutes in.